Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the MOTU Masterverse new Eternia Sy-Klone figure from Mattel. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks incredible, and just fun fact about me, Sy-Klone was always one of my favorite MOTU characters that was non-Snake Men, and I couldn't really place why over the years, and part of it was definitely the lenticular, which, speaking of which, I just love what they did here to kind of modernize that, so we get this kind of translucent, just like clear bubble, as you can see, and then under that is the kind of the red and yellow lines, and then behind that we even get some silver pieces here that are like actual plastic, and there's something beyond that, so it's just some really nice depth to something that was kind of one of the key features of this figure, the original version of Sy-Klone. So that's amazing. And I gotta say, like, I usually don't like yellow and blue as a color combination. Usually just I kind of associate with sports or something like that. It just doesn't ring a bell for me. But for Sy-Klone, just everything looks so alien, and it was just used so well. And here they brought in the metallic, so you get that metallic blue and you get that swirly gold plastic for the arms and the legs, and just that hits all the right notes for me. That's a perfect update in my book. And then you get a lot of the hallmarks of what you see from Masterverse. So the musculature is very similar. I think the abs are probably what we've seen a million times before. Legs are obviously very similar. Then we get this belt piece with the Saturn, what looks like Saturn, just the planet with the ring. And then we get these nice translucent pieces here on the arms. Some of the paint isn't perfect, like up here on the fins. Actually, I don't even think it's gonna show up that well here on camera, but it's a little thinner than it probably should be. But other than that, like, looks incredible. We get the face sculpt, and that face sculpt is fantastic, super crisp, especially the eyes, and it's just piercing. And then we get the nice gold back in the helmet, and some really good stuff. Again, this character design always kind of felt, pardon me, alien, and I think that's kind of part of what drew me to it. And I think they captured that perfectly for this figure. We get a great group of accessories, so let's jump right in. And right out of the box, we do get a pair of gripping hands. And then alternatively, we get a pair of fists. So good assortment there. Let's move on to weapons first. We do get his shield, and this is done very, very nicely with that translucent yellow. And you can see a couple of ports here on the side, and you also get the peg on the back. And there's lots of pegs and holes in this figure. And that is because the figure itself, you can see we got ports on both of the forearms. We got the back here. Actually, I guess that's about it. So not a ton, but more than you would normally see on a figure. And those help accommodate these effects pieces, which are awesome. Really love the arc and just that color. Look very, very nice. And these can attach to the forearms. These can attach to the shield itself. And see, they just kind of plug in there. Also the shield itself, again, seeing this peg right here, that goes right into the back, so you can hold that on the figure itself. And then finally, the newest addition here is we do get this red faceplate / mask. I love this. As much as I love that face sculpt, probably gonna keep it with the mask, but this just kind of slides in. You can see there's some space around the eyes, and just kind of plugs in. And right there. So there you got it. And that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here are excellent. Pretty much everything we've come to expect from Masterverse. As you can see, freestanding kicks, no problems there. Then for the head, we are in a barbell joint from the neck into the head. We actually get some fantastic range here, better than most Masterverse actually. We get some fantastic up, we get some really nice down. Not so much on the tilt, but we do get rotation. Hinge and swivel at the shoulders bring us out to a perfect T. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows bring us to about there. To get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. We get a ball joint here at the diaphragm, which will give us some pretty decent crunch, some decent arch back. Nothing to write home about, but again, what we expect from the line. Get some nice side to side. We get some rotation from that joint, as well as a swivel at the waist. Hips come out into almost complete splits. Beautiful. Front kick, pretty much perfect 90. You do get thigh swivel. double jointed knees, bringing us to there, pretty much completely in half. We get boot cut, we get perfect point, amazing forward, and some very generous rocker. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other MOTU Masterverse. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons, Oni and yours truly in human form as the Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the MOTU Masterverse new Eternia Sy-Klone figure from Mattel is that I absolutely love this figure. This very much just falls under the category of figures I absolutely needed and had no idea. Again, this kind of like taps into a nostalgia I didn't realize I had. I forgot how much that I had loved that original figure for whatever reason. And this is a perfect update to that. So I cannot recommend this enough. This is showing up in various online shops. Should show up on pegs, I'm imagining, within the next month or two. And yeah, actually, probably already, actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I saw Hordak, who was in the same wave, on pegs earlier. So yeah, I wish you the best of luck in picking this up. And that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, hope to see you back. But really, at the end of the day, I just really hope that you are well. Hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.